Welcome to Echoes of My Imagination. My name is Tracy Lee. Sit back, relax, let me tell you a story. Today's story is called The Harpmaid of Umbervale, where fingers sang truths too old for words, and melody softened the veil between the living and the lost. Let's get into it. Deep within a crescent-shaped valley, folded in mist and shaded from time, lay Umbervale, the shaded hollow. The forest there grew in impossible patterns, tree trunks twisted like slow braids. Vine shimmered in moonlight, and stones sang faint notes when stepped on just right. Time did not pass in Umbervale, it spiraled. And at its heart there lived the Harpmaid. She was found beneath the oldest tree in the vale. Its roots spread like a nest. A shawl of midnight silk wrapped her, though no known loom could weave so fine. Next to her lay a harp, carved of wood so dark it absorbed the light, with 13 strings of silver gold that shimmered even without the sun. She was not a baby, nor quite a girl. She simply was. The villagers brought her food, but she never spoke. She didn't need to. When she plucked a string, animals froze mid-step. Wind held its breath. She lived alone on a moss-covered structure, part hut, part cave, filled with feathers, runes, and a tiny flask of light. She did not play. Instead, her days were filled with strange, quiet rituals. Each dawn, she placed her bare feet into the cold stream and sang a note with her body, fingertips in prayer, spine upright. She fed injured birds from her hands. She mended spider webs using hair and moon thread. She carved glyphs onto tree bark, symbols that glowed for moments before fading. She weaved baskets from smoke and thread. She polished stones that never stayed the same shape. Some said she was healing the land itself. Others said she was remembering how. Some came for healing, some out of curiosity. All left changed. A girl grieving her mother came and sat silently for hours. The harpmaid never spoke, but played a melody that sounded like lullabies once hummed in a language the girl didn't know she knew. The girl left smiling, having wept out every drop of sorrow. A young man once tried to kiss her. She placed her hand on his chest, and for an instant he saw his entire life from birth to death, then dropped to his knees and whispered, "I am not ready." She lifted his chin and plucked a single note. "Now you are," she said. In summer, the harp would glow from within, and her melodies brought birds from across kingdoms to nest nearby. In autumn, her songs grew slow and warm. Even dead leaves would pause mid-fall to listen. Winter was silent. She would not play at all, only walk barefoot through snow, breathing mist into crystals that hummed under starlight. In spring, she braided the wind into strands of melody that looped through the valley for days after. 12 strings she played often. Each one sang of something sacred: birth, innocence, memory, hunger, love, loss, past lives, fire, time, hope, grief, and grace. The 13th string remained untouched until one night she played it. Every string snapped in response. Snow fell through the sky was clear. Birds flew backwards. And when the final note rang out, it echoed through the forest for 3 days. That was the day she truly became the Harpmaid. When she knew the end was near, she called no one. Instead, those who had ever heard her music simply felt the pull. Dozens arrived silently, traveling as if in a trance. She sat beneath the same ancient tree where she had been found, harp glowing softly, despite its broken strings. But she did not need strings. She raised her hands, and her body became the harp, her voice the strings, her heartbeat the rhythm. She sang every life she had touched, every life she had lived, every note the world had forgotten. And when the final chord sounded, all eyes closed. When they opened, she was gone. Only petals remained, each marked with the symbol of sound. The Harpmaid of Umbervale, she sang what no language could hold, and left behind not words, but resonance. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening to Echoes of My Imagination. My name is Tracy Lee. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and follow, and I'll catch you next time.